I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution, who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality, who demonize the police but protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding Americans, who believe in open borders, who weaponize the national security state to go after their political opponents, and above all, who are dragging us ever closer to nuclear war. Now, I believe in a government that's of the people, by the people, and for the people. Unfortunately, today's Democratic Party does not. Instead, it stands for a government that is of, by, and for the powerful elite. Now, I'm calling on my fellow common sense, independent-minded Democrats to join me in leaving the Democratic Party. If you can no longer stomach the direction that the so-called woke Democratic Party ideologues are taking our country, then I invite you to join me.
All right, guys, that was Tulsi Gabbard giving out her almost walkaway 2.0 PSA to the world. If you don't know what the walkaway campaign, it was pretty big a few years ago. I think GothX got kind of big from the walkaway campaign. It was basically like leaving the Democratic Party, most likely joining the Republican Party. And Tulsi Gabbard she ran for president as a Democrat in the 2020 elections, or 2020, and she was the one who called out Kamala Harris for being a fucking corrupt, having corruption in law enforcement, keeping prisoners in jail for free labor, hiding evidence, and keeping an innocent man in jail. Tulsi Gabbard was the only one to call out Kamala Harris and completely plummet and tanked her run as president, but then she got scooped up as vice president after calling Joe Biden a racist.
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting Black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
That's how I found out who Tulsi Gabbard was, and I have been a fan of her ever since. She has her own YouTube channel, I believe. I think now she's on Fox News as a commentator. She recently did a podcast with Joe Rogan, and I'm going to do some reactions to those clips. And I don't know if this is Tulsi Gabbard's way of sort of kind of wink, I'm back in the, in the race, because I think she like retired or something. She just like, as she ran for president, or she joined the debates to campaign, I think she got an inside look on how corrupt it was, and it just left a bad taste in her mouth. And then she ended up sort of retiring from running or being even in politics, but she hasn't disappeared. Like, she definitely keeps adding her voice, and so maybe she's going to get back in the race. I've always said my dream team when it comes to at least the debate stage, when it comes to the next presidential race, is DeSantis, Donald Trump, Candace Owens, Tulsi Gabbard, and Kanye West. Because I think those 5 people are not scared to pull out all the skeletons and like hit it where it hurts. And I just think that debate would be very entertaining. As for walking away from the Democratic Party, I'm not saying that her directly that she's saying this, but one of my issues with the whole walk away campaign in general was what are you walking away to? I'm not a big fan of this idea of jumping off one bandwagon and then blindly jumping onto another. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you don't like the Democratic Party, so just join the Republicans, just join the conservatives, just blindly. No, I don't like that idea. And I know that people are big on that because everybody wants to get more people on their team and on their tribes and stuff like that. And I'm just not a tribalist that way. And so I think what Tulsi Gabbard was hinting at is be independent, be an individualist, like be a critical thinker. And so I wish the walk away campaign would have expanded on walk away from blindly following the Democratic Party, become your own person, become an individualist, be a critical thinker, dissect and analyze each issue, and then make up your mind whether you want to label yourself a conservative or Republican, libertarian, moderate, or whatever, or just stay independent. That's what I wish the continuation of a walkaway would be. I kind of feel like that's what Tulsi Gabbard was hinting at, being a common sense thinker. And that's who I am. I'm not on anyone's team. I'm just a common sense thinker. I'm an individualist, proud of it, independent, right? And if my views happen to go along with conservatives, happen to go along with liberals, that's fine. But I'm not trying to play on each team because I just think tribalism ends up just being the same thing as the other thing. It's just, you know, anybody who's tribalist on the right is just as annoying as anybody who's tribalist on the left, in my opinion, because when you're a tribalist, you stop thinking for yourself. You become a sheep and you just root for whatever team you're on. Anyway, I love Tulsi Gabbard and I do love her message. If it is become an individual thinker, I love her message. But you guys tell me what you think. Do you like Tulsi Gabbard? Have you ever heard of her? Would you vote for her? Do you hope that she gets back in the race of running for some sort of political campaign? Do you agree with her message? Have you walked away? Are you politically homeless? Let me know in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel further, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below and links to all of the eternal platforms I'm on, including my Rumble, my Odyssey, my Minds.com, my Discord, my Twitter, and all the links to all the other YouTube channels I have, all the links down below. And if you like, you can super thanks. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle, or I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go in the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date. And you guys have an amazing day.